Thursday, April 23rd, 2020. Hello, my name is Kyra Eubanks and I'm Miss Broward County 2020.
Hi, my name is Sudan Eubanks and I'm an aspiring title holder.
And we're here to provide your uplifting news for the day. Now for our quotes.
Life doesn't get easier or more forgiving. We get stronger and more resilient. Dr. Steve M.
Oh my goodness, I really like this. When she shared this quote with me, I thought about doing a 5K. When you run 3 miles, maybe the first time when you do it, it's so difficult and you're like struggling. But the more you practice, the stronger you get, the easier it becomes in a sense where even though the mileage didn't change, you just got better. You adapted. What do you think, Sudan?
I mean, he's right. Life isn't going to get easier. We just need to adapt, as Cairo said, and get stronger and have a stronger mindset and be more positive and optimistic for the future.
Absolutely. Speaking about being optimistic and seeing the future, from Nairobi, a rare, clear glimpse of Mount Kenya drives disbelief on social media. Due to less air pollution in the capital city of Kenya, locals in Nairobi have been able to see the peak of the second highest mountain in the entire continent of Africa. Although located 85 miles from the city, Kenyans were in disbelief to see pictures of Mount Kenya that were taken in the city. The photographer Osman Siddiqui shared with NPR that he took the pictures, shared with his family on WhatsApp, and somehow it found its way to Twitter where it became famous. That is amazing. Talk about ways in which we can be able to see the environment being able to change while we stay in quarantine. That's amazing. What do you think, Sudan?
I mean, to think that it just came out of nowhere. And he's probably so shaken up because he was like, my photos on Twitter, I got like 1 million likes or something. Like, that's just crazy. And I'm so happy that they found the mountain.
I'm so glad too. And I also want to say really quickly, I don't know if anyone else noticed this, but this is my second post in a row about Kenya. So it looks like I have Nairobi and Kenya on my mind. I've been wanting to go to Nairobi for a minute, so.
For our second headline, bored in quarantine, 15-year-old transforms her bedroom wall into a 8-foot climbing structure. Rather than twiddle her thumbs in quarantine, this bored 15-year-old girl recently turned one of her bedroom walls into a proper 8-foot climbing wall, and it only took 1 week. Erin Sloan says she was inspired to build this structure after the Northwest Face climbing structure, which is where she's been climbing for the past 4 years and working as an instructor. Her center has been closed due to social distancing, but to think that she was still able to live out her ambition and she was still able to like enjoy what she does, and a 8-foot climbing structure, 8 feet.
That's tall.
That's 72 inches.
I think it's a little bit more than that.
Oh. I'm done with me. Oh my God, I did like 96. I really did 8 times. Okay, I think I need to go back to school.
It looks like we're all missing a little bit of school, right? But it's so true, though. I mean, it's huge. Absolutely gigantic. And I want to say, though, just remember, hi Dandio. I want to remind everyone to please do not try this at home, okay?
She's an instructor.
She is an instructor, okay? She's been
certified.
doing this for a minute. All right, so I actually literally sighed a breath of relief when I noticed that she was an instructor, because I was like, oh my gosh, that's dangerous. But yeah, she knows what she's doing. She knows what she's doing. All right, you know what time it is. It's Positive Thoughts Jar.
So here's the Positive Thoughts Jar for newbies. Drum roll, please.
That's my favorite part.
We all know. When others doubt you, prove them wrong.
Ooh, okay, I like that. Okay, so then tell me what that means to you.
I mean, so how to explain this? If someone doubts you, just do your best, and I promise you'll get through. I mean, I doubted myself to think that I was going to be able to do uplifting news and be able to do this during quarantine. But guess what? I'm here, and I proved myself wrong internally. What about you?
I think that's so true. We've been overwhelmed and flooded with so many positive messages of how we're doing so well and they love what we're doing. And then we got one little note. Actually about 2 weeks ago, and someone was saying that, they didn't like the fact that we were doing this Facebook Live and they didn't understand it and blah, blah, blah. And when we got down to the bottom of it, they actually admitted that they were too shy to go on Facebook Live every day. They did their first Facebook Live actually quite recently, and they were shocked by how easy it was and how comfortable they felt. But I just want to share that with everyone to remind you that when someone says something to you that is not necessarily true for you, maybe it's true for them, but it's not true for you. You don't hold that and keep that internalized, right? You keep on going, because guess what? That same person is now supporting us and loving everything we're doing, right? So sometimes you have to be able to see the vision when others don't, and you can just prove them wrong by doing what you're doing, right? So we want to just say at this time, we want to thank all of our followers and uplifters who've been, sharing the content, all of the people who've been supporting us. And we want to send a special shout out to Marley Diaz, who is an activist and an author at only 15 years old. Thank you so much. She started following us yesterday.
I've been watching your videos and following your initiative to give, I'm pretty sure it was 1,000 books to that include Black girls in it, since the age of around 10 to 11. And to now see that you're following us, I'm such a fangirl. I'm like starstruck. Oh. And you're amazing. And we want to thank you for following Uplifting News. It means a lot to the both of us.
And we want to also just take this time to, again, thank you all for supporting us, for loving us, for encouraging us, giving us positive feedback, giving us ways in which we can continue to improve so that we can give you your uplifting news for the day and make it amazing for you, okay? So we hope that we've given you a great start to the day. Please stay uplifted, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.